Hello and welcome to Prague Towers Hotel in central Prague, and I filmed this stay in February 2025 as I stayed in this hotel for my 28th birthday as I decided to pay Prague a visit. I had a single night in this hotel, and well, where do I start with this hotel? This has got to be arguably one of the best hotels I've ever stayed in. So as you can see, there's parking on site, but that area I was just showing you, that heads straight to the local metro station that takes you straight into the heart of Prague. A very fancy hotel. I believe this is a 4-star hotel. Well, when I stayed here, I only paid about €72, which is about, give or take, about £62 at the time that I stayed. And I have to admit, it's one of the best value hotels I've ever stayed at. Obviously, Eastern European hotels tend to come up a lot cheaper than Western ones, but wow, for a birthday treat, this place was lovely. Fancy bar, nice room, some pretty cool amenities, which we'll get to in due course. So this is the corridor, very similar to another fancy hotel that I stayed at a few months ago, which I'll cover eventually. And there's my room, room 710. Overall, this hotel, like I said, very good offer, very good links into the city. It's a bit, toward the outskirts, but it is still very nice hotel to experience, and if you can get a good price, definitely stay. So as you can see, I had a nice big double bed ready for me, and I was staying on my own, and they also provided not only the slippers and the dressing gown that you saw, but they also provided a decent ranges of tea and coffee, and we'll get to the extra bits in the bathroom shortly. Some complimentary bottles of water were offered, as well as a welcoming note from the manager of the hotel. And you can see it's nice and spacious, massive TV as well. An extra chair. I did wear the dressing gown and those slippers. I actually do have a pair that I have actually kept for myself. Now, you do need to wear those if you go to the spa and the saunas, which we will discuss a little later. As you can see, there's the menu, which showcase some of the prices and extra amenities. And there's a menu with some of the room service you can order in Czech kuna and in euro. If you want to have a pause, you can have a read of that. Plenty of charging ports to charge my stuff up. And as you can see, here's the teas and the coffees. Pretty standard. And there was also a minibar. And those are the prices for the minibar in Czech kuna. So obviously you can use that to, check against the prices. I didn't use anything from the minibar because minibars are quite expensive and very premium heavy in hotels. So you can see, aside from English breakfast tea, we also had a mix of coffees and herbal teas, which was a nice little combination. The only downside to my room is that, yes, there was a view. The problem is it was facing the wrong way for the main city. And as you can see, there is a slight view of some of the city, but it's all blocked off by the other part of the building. However, if you face the right side of that, you can get some good views. Now, the toilet. Very nice, very modern, and, oh my goodness, the White Company provides their toiletries, which is a big deal because the White Company is the same company that does British Airways amenity kits. So this is the downstairs area where the bar is. So this was the mid-morning after I had breakfast and was getting ready to leave. I decided to treat myself to an old-fashioned, which is one of my favourite drinks. And not only did they prepare it really nicely, it went down a massive treat. There's my beverage, although you don't often see cherries in an old-fashioned. They tend to put orange peels in. But nonetheless, it was delicious. And as a whiskey drinker, I do love this particular cocktail. It wasn't too expensive either. I think it came to about $7.80. Which isn't bad considering what I'm used to in the UK. The breakfast spread was nice and diverse. There was a little bit of everything from fruit to breads to cereal to hot food. And I had a decent spread there, as you can see. I tried a few different bits and pieces. Overall, very impressed with the hotel. Like I said, I tried the sauna out, which was a really good service. They had a pianist playing in the evening. The bartender accidentally saw me filming him. Now, I was offered a welcoming drink as it was my birthday. They tried to give me a bottle of wine. The issue was I couldn't accept it because there was no one going to get it on the plane. But they gave me a free welcoming drink voucher in lieu of it, which I graciously accepted. So I had a Prosecco with these little nibbles, which consists of popcorn, paprika crisps, and wasabi peas. And I sided that off with a Manhattan for a little extra, which I don't think was too bad. Very appreciative, very good customer service. And like I said, you can just see there's the metro station, the main road, and a bridge that takes you over to the other side. Overall, this hotel ticked all the right boxes for my stay, and I do kind of wish I'd stayed another night there because it was absolutely amazing. Definitely recommend for both solo couples and families, and I have to give this a very super high rating of 14 out of 15.